In this video, I'm going to give you 5 projects that have already sold, 5 projects that will sell, and 5 projects that won't sell. Let's go. And make sure you guys stick around for number 5, because that is the one that you guys can make money off of. I guarantee it. We're going to start off first with a project you guys have not seen yet. Outdoor wooden bar. Why haven't you seen this yet? Because we did a whole video on it. How to make it for, what, 30 bucks? I think it was less than 30 bucks. It looked great. We posted it for sale. And John deleted all the footage. But this was an interesting project because it was pretty quick to make. It was easy. It was all 2x4s, one 2x6, and a bunch of 1x4s. And then we figured, all right, let's put up for 200 bucks, see if we get any interest. And we got a ton of interest. So eventually, we ended up selling it for 100 bucks. Was it worth our time? Maybe yes, maybe no. But we made a good 70 bucks on it. So you decide for yourself if that one was worth it. On to number 2. Waving American flag. We did this video quite a while ago and it got a lot of traction. People loved it. We had the flag up in our apartment for a while. It was a nice little piece, and then one day John was like, we should sell this. And you know, I was down to make a little bit of money. So what, I think we sold it for 100 bucks. Cost us $5 worth of wood. He posted it on Facebook. The next day we had a buyer, and that buyer actually came through. Unlike the bar. That buyer came through, and it was gone. $5 worth of wood. We got a lot of comments on that video about, what about all your expensive tools and stuff? Yeah, you're right, but it was $5 worth of wood. Number 3, this is a project that we did with only 2 tools. It was a cool build, it was a big build, it was a lot bigger than I thought it was gonna be. I knew it was gonna be 6 feet tall, but I didn't realize how tall 6 feet was, but it was a big 6 foot tall bookshelf. We posted this one for $150, and this sat on the marketplace for a while. All of a sudden, one day, someone was like, is this available? I can come pick it up today. And they did. She bought it for her 8-year-old granddaughter or something. So this is a great project if you're not afraid to use it if it doesn't sell. We also did a video on this project recently, the Farmhouse coffee table. We sold this one that we made the video about, and then we left it up on Facebook to get some more orders, and then again, we had a lot of people reaching out, and it was one of those that we couldn't fulfill fast enough. Something about these buyers in particular were like, we need it in 3 days, and we were like, well, it's not gonna be done in 3 days. So they were like, all right, no problem, we're good. So, we were in the process of making one when somebody said, I need it like tomorrow. And we were like, well, it's not gonna be done tomorrow. So we finished it up, and instead of using the 1x4s on the bottom, we just used a piece of plywood and we painted it white. It was cheaper, the plywood we already had laying around, it looked just as good, and I sold that one the next day. John actually sold that. Were they happy with it?
Happy with it.
Happy with it. That's number 4. And number 5, the one you've been waiting for. We have a video on exactly how to build it. We posted this on Facebook a few weeks after we actually made it, just because we got lazy and we didn't have any good photos of it. But the second we posted it, people were lined up to buy this thing. John posted it on his Facebook, and he has messages. You have to scroll through all of them for all the people reaching out and asking if it's available. We made the one that we did for the video. We sold it the next 3 days, I think they came and picked it up. It was quick. And then we had all these people ordering different dimensions, ordering different sizes, and it was so much that we had to take it down. We couldn't fulfill all these orders. So we wanted to put that opportunity out to you guys. Obviously, there's money to be made on this because we made money off of it and we couldn't fulfill all the orders. So if you've got a free weekend day, go ahead and build this. Post it on Facebook, polyurethane it so it's weatherproof. We posted it as an indoor or outdoor wooden bench, and I mean, the feedback was insane. But that bench, check out that video. We'll leave the link in the description for that video, as well as all the videos that I've mentioned here that we've made tutorials on. So check those out. Those are 5 projects that we actually sold and you can actually sell. Now let's get to 5 projects I think will sell. We haven't tried yet, but they're good projects. The first one is my nightstand. We did a whole video on this. It's super cool. It's a little optical illusion end table thing, and it's super cool. I've been using it since we built it, and I don't want to get rid of it. I don't want to sell it. It's awesome. And I think you could sell a set of these for really good money. I mean, people on the bedstand, you know, they want one on each side. So if you're making an end table or a bedstand or something like that, might be a good idea to try to sell a set of them. Number 2. All right. This one is another video that we fully made. We finished the video, but this is what it ended up looking like. We painted it black and white. I don't know why we painted it black and white, but we did, and we call it the Dr. Seuss bookshelf because it looks crazy. I mean, we did too many squiggles. We should have just done like 1, maybe 2, but we did like I don't know, it looks horrible. This is what it looks like before it was painted. It was all plywood, which maybe not the best choice of wood for this, but it was the easiest to work with because we had a big sheet of it. We could just cut it down to exactly where we wanted it to be. And certainly don't paint it this color. It's been sitting in my room and I think we have it up for 80 bucks right now. Nobody wants it because it looks like this. But I think if you do this one the right way, you use some nicer wood, you stain it all one color, don't go crazy, don't do two colors. I don't know what we were thinking, but so that video never saw the light of day. I don't know if we've ever actually talked about this project in a video.
Don't think so.
I don't think we have, so here it is. And now, if you want to get into some hardwood projects, this is a really easy one and it's really cool, and we've been using it in the apartment. It is probably like one of the first really nice things that we just kind of took our time on. We said, okay, we're making this for us. We're gonna make a video about it. We've got that video, again, link in the description. And it's a walnut end table, and I love this thing. It's awesome. It's my favorite project we've ever built, probably. Every time I put a drink down on it, I'm like, oh man, I made that. I made that. That's awesome. We've talked about prices before, like, what would we let this go for? Because this one is not necessarily, how much do you think we could get for this? Like, if we were gonna sell this, it would be because the price is enough. Just like the nightstands, it's an end table. If you try to sell a set, I think you'll have better luck. Moving on to number 4. This is not something I have made. None of these are something I have made. I am going to recommend that you check out Boondock Builds 4th of July builds, because 4th of July is coming up.
Before we dive on into it, I need to get a little more festive myself here.
And these projects, I think, will actually sell. So go check out Jamie's video. I think those will be great sellers, especially it's 4th of July. And then, you know, Flag Day's coming up, I think, probably, right? And those are all very flag themed. We'll leave that link in the description as well. And we'll also leave that video linked at the very end of this video. This 5th one is a $5,000 project. I'm not kidding. This is a $5,000 project. This is a Murphy bed that I'm building for my girlfriend's family. It's not done yet. It cost $300 to get all the correct hardware, and I'm about, I don't know, 6 hours into the build. You could see the base of it. I mean, it's, you know, the base is done where the bed actually goes. And it's a pretty easy project. It costs $500 worth of wood, $300 worth of hardware, which you can buy from a company on Amazon, and it's coming out great. And she told me that if you decide to buy it from the company, they charge you $5,000 to build this bed and send it to you. So that means for $700 worth of material and some spare time, you could sell this thing for $3,000, $4,000, undercut the competition a little bit. Obviously, it's one of those bigger projects that you probably want to have a buyer in mind before you actually sell it. I would never have thought to build a Murphy bed, but she wanted one and I had the skills, so we're building it. Now, I'm gonna give you 5 projects that do not sell. How do we know these don't sell? Because we've tried, and
swing and a miss.
Thank you, John. Number 1, we did a whole video on it because I thought it would sell. I thought it would sell. Olivewood cutting board. We're using it now because it didn't sell. We had it on the marketplace for 21 days thinking it would sell. We thought the wood grain itself would sell itself because it is a beautiful piece of wood. And it's a nice little charcuterie / cutting board, but didn't sell. I think the marketplace of cutting boards, a little bit too crowded. If you're gonna get sales just on Facebook, it's gotta be something people haven't seen before. But thought the wood grain could get it done, but swing and a miss. Number 2 is one that didn't sell, and I'm quite surprised by it, actually. This is a lantern that we made out of 2 2x4s. We tried to sell it, and nobody wanted it. I don't know why. It does look good in our apartment, so I'm not super mad about that, but I don't know what it is. I thought it was a really cool project. We made a really cool video on it. It didn't sell. I think we had it up for 50 bucks, and we had no takers, so yeah, didn't sell, but wouldn't be a bad one to try, actually. This is a magnetic key rack. This is a super easy project. It probably took us 45 minutes to build total. That's including dry time of the super glue. It's just some purple heart, and then we put some magnets underneath it. So it's a little tiny shelf, and then you could stick your keys to the underside. And I thought this was a really cool build because we made a really nice key rack that was circular and had a bigger shelf and was also magnetic for the keys underneath. And that one people loved. So I figured, What they love about it must be the magnetic key feature. So we made this little one, we posted it on Etsy a while ago, and nothing. No hits at all. But if you want to make it for yourself, it's a pretty cool project. I like it. This is a project that we made a long time ago. This was actually up in John's college apartment for years, and now it's in our apartment, and just can't sell it. I don't know. I thought it was cool. It was cheap. It was easy. It was out 2x4s. I don't know. It was a cool project, and no one seemed interested. So that's all I'll say about that one. And before I talk about our last project, I gotta talk about one that does sell. This is another honorable mention. I didn't include it in the 5 because we've talked about this a lot. We did a video on this like 2 weeks ago. The squirrel picnic tables. We've been selling a lot of these on Etsy recently. I think it's just that time of year. So these, great project. And these got me thinking about another project that you could sell for the squirrels. Maybe it's a good thing it didn't sell. Oh man. Squirrel benches. I thought that the picnic tables sold so well that people would want some more furniture for their squirrels, right? I mean, if they had a whole picnic table, why not a cool little outdoor bench for the squirrels? I thought this would be a great seller. You put some seat up here and then the squirrels come. So try to sell it for 10 bucks, nothing. Try to sell it for $7.50, nothing. Try to sell it for 5 bucks, nothing. The good news is it's just some scrap 2x4s, and clearly this one was poorly made because now it's in 4 different pieces, but that'll be firewood. But there is the last one. If you're gonna try to sell any of the 5 projects that I've mentioned here that don't sell, maybe give these ones a try because it's scrap wood, it's really easy to make, and it's not time consuming at all. We made quite a bit of these and now we just have them. So there it is, guys. 5 projects that have sold. 5 projects I think will sell, and 5 projects don't bother with. Thank you for watching. I want to know if any of these surprised you. Any of the sellers, any of the non-sellers, or any of the good sell. There. Comment down below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Comment down below any other videos you'd like us to make. Please, for the love of everything, watch the sandpaper bowl. We made a bowl only using sandpaper, and the video did not do well. Also check out Boondock Bill's 4th of July build. See you in the next one. Guys, if you like that video and you want to check out 2 more great pieces of content, check out the sandpaper bowl that we made, only using sandpaper, and check out Boondock Bill's 4th of July builds. You're gonna love those ones.